that's just the way Brick Therapy is on a Friday. So might as well get on the live stream a little bit earlier. I know it's Friday and it's probably, depending on your time zone, a little bit later, but why not live stream a little bit earlier? So welcome, building the assembly square, creator set 1255 assembly square, 4,002 pieces. This is about the 5th live stream, I think, and still involved into this level here. The first level, this is bag 2, still being built up, which basically come to the realization that after building the Jazz Club, it's fun to build modulars, but the older modulars are just organized differently. And so the bags are more involved. So bag 2 has basically 5 bags. And Danzo Mando is here. Welcome, Danzo. Met is here. Good to see you guys. Danzo's here and he's out. See you, Danzo. Make sure you leave a like, dude. That was fast. So welcome to the live stream. Or maybe he's here. Jake Stop Motion. Awesome. Met. It's going well, man. Happy Friday. So, or maybe Saturday, depending on where you guys are. Building bag 2. So basically at this point here, and let's talk Lego. Family friendly channel. So welcome to the live stream and talking Lego, all things Lego, or what you guys are up to in terms of Lego. Awesome, Jake Stop Motion. Sorry, throat got all dry. So very cool, Jake Stop Motion. How fun. Star Wars Motion. Awesome. So cool to see you guys here. No doubt you guys are enjoying your Friday, and thank you for giving me some of your time to get this build going. So this is bag 2. I feel like I made progress because this is all that's left, and still quite a few pieces, but I was enjoying the pace of the Jazz Club because you could basically, this would be a whole bag, maybe one extra little bag and some little pieces, and you made progress quickly. At least you felt like you did. There were 15 bags. This one, though, it's like, wow. Lots to sort through. A lot of little pieces to sort through. A lot of cool accessories. This is definitely an accessory heavy involved set. So just, yeah, it's Saturday, Jake Stop Motion. I was going to say, yeah, since it's 9 o'clock here on the West Coast side of the U.S., then a lot of you guys are east of me. Unless anyone's in Hawaii, then you get a lot more of your Friday left. Hello, Kelly. Welcome. Welcome. If you're new to the channel, thank you for joining. And this is Brick Therapy 23. Here's our logo. And we got 2 sig figs here. My younger son, myself, we were building like crazy over the summer. Behind me is what we completed, the Lord of the Rings sets. We actually built the Shire first and then kept going on from there. So yeah, a lot of building, a lot of live stream episodes, starting with, actually you can kind of see it, the Star Destroyer set way over here, and then that kind of carried us through into the spring, and then we started live streaming big time in the summer. I thought, this is a good way to connect with the rest of the Lego community. So just thanks for joining. Good to see you guys here and talk Lego and build Lego at the same time. So this is a modular set. This is the second one I've built in these series of live streams, or am building in this series of live streams. So the first one is this set, which I definitely recommend. It's a set that's retiring this year, and it's been on sale off and on, and I guess there's talk, perhaps rumors, that it might go on sale again. The Jazz Club here. So if you are just getting back into Lego as an adult fan that they call AFL, then you will enjoy this set, and it's a very cool build. It's a very creative, well-designed build, and user-friendly build, I should say. I'm glad I started with this one, because this Creator Modular Assembly Square is definitely more of the old school style of Lego building. So a lot more pieces to deal with per bag, and it kind of gets challenging at times in a good way. But I've had to backtrack a few times because there's just a lot of these little pieces that some details I tend to miss, probably because I'm keeping up with the live stream and talking at the same time. But yes, lots of going on. So yeah, a lot of things to build through here. Jake Stop Motion says, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Building the Lego assembly square. Thank you, Jake Stop Motion. Always good for an awesome comment. I'm going to pin that. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Happy Friday or Saturday. So if you like Lego and building these modular sets, the last two series of live streams, and again, just to reiterate, if you are getting back into Lego, I got back into Lego with my kids. They refer to the non-Lego era in your life. If you like Lego as a kid and you get back into it as a grown-up, as the dark ages. So it's kind of fun to rediscover it, especially in this, I don't know, last 10 years or so of Lego. I'm sure maybe even before that, but now there's just so many variety of sets, so many challenging builds, so many awesome looking builds, as you can see here. And of course, these modulars. So getting back into Lego as a grown-up, you have tons of sets to choose from, and Lego as a company is more than happy to sell them to you. As you've probably seen, even if you've gotten a Lego in the last few months, there have been a whole onslaught of large-scale sets, like a ship from Pirates of the Caribbean, like a Star Wars themed set that, even if you don't know about Lego, you probably know about the Death Star, and probably like the fifth iteration of a Lego Death Star, and so on. So a lot of Lego to get back into if you're a grown up getting back into Lego. A lot to look for and just go wow, and then be ready for your budget to be impacted, your wallet. Hey, Three Girls. Three Girls is back. Good day, good day, good day. Love it. Awesome. B Bandits joining us from Vacation Zone. Little Lego all also in the chat. Good to see you guys. How fun is that? It's true. It's late. Thank you, Star Wars Motion, for helping us launch the live stream and being a mod here at the beginning. So I'm happy to see you guys for as long as you can be here and just talk Lego. Thank you, Gaming and Building. Love to see you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Thanks for the kind words and just making sure I say hello to everyone. All right, so good to see you. Yeah, Jake Stop Motion with the awesome news. And let's see, Star Wars Motion. Thank you for being here, man. Looks like you're signing out. Very cool. All right, so welcome. Let's go. Let's build. Red, we got Red here. Red Zphos, welcome. Just want to say hi. Make sure I get to see everyone here. All right, Star Wars Motion signing off. So yeah, just reiterating the point that if you are someone, you know what? I think I'd like to be a Lego builder. Maybe not a Lego collector just yet. I highly recommend getting, I know it's all, you know, a lot more money, but getting one of these larger scale sets and building, because you're going to appreciate it a lot more than the smaller sets. I mean, the small sets are cool, but you know, now you're probably looking for a more involved challenge. And you know, if you just like building up models, these sets are amazing. There are some off-brand, cheaper versions of models like these modulars, like these modular buildings. Other brands that are less expensive, but I'd say at least try a Lego set first. Do one of the modulars, like this Jazz Club that's retiring. In fact, you might come back in at the right time during the season of Thanksgiving coming up, and Black Friday and Christmas, and the Lego website and other retailers are definitely putting out the deals, the sales. again, you know, get ready for probably a little bit of sticker shock because Lego does have a lot of high-end sets, highly priced sets that have come out in the last 3 months or so. But these modulars, I'm hoping one of them will go on sale. Well, the Jazz Club hope will probably for sure because it's retiring, but I'm hoping maybe some other modulars go on sale. It's a pretty high hope though, so we'll see. But again, just a fun build experience. And man, I wish I could hold this up. I'm gonna do this without it falling apart because that's what happened last time. But you see all the detail. Look at that. The window, installed that yesterday, which had been a rolling door piece that would be like for a garage in a Lego police set or fire station. You've got a florist shop here with all the flowers and cash register and bakery items. You got a wedding cake build using a wheel well as your base. There's so much going on, and this is and then of course the ground, the floor pattern, geometric pattern like that fountain. So you know, if you like just appreciate design and you know being involved in this type of model building, I think you'll love it. So there's my pitch. Yes, Star Wars. Sorry, excuse me. Star Wars Motion points out it's definitely. I'm assuming this is adding on to what I was saying, but yeah, it's great for mental health, which is why I call this channel Brick Therapy. So, as Little Legos pointed out, you're gonna love these kind of modular sets. I better catch up with the conversation here, though. Maybe I'm thinking of different content, but yeah, Little Lego. Didn't I tell you you'd be hooked? Yes, the modulars are great. This assembly square set has kind of frustrated me at times, but it is still a super cool build. And of course, you appreciate it once everything gets finalized and put together. And this is just bag 2. So yes, Little Lego, it's great. It looks great. All right. Jake Stop Motion, thanks for joining, man. Thanks for checking in, saying hello. And all right, now I got one simple part of the build, or finally building the entry part. Now I get to build looks like the outer signage or entryway or the advertisement for the bakery here. That's where this giant pretzel comes in. Hopefully I didn't launch it somewhere. Okay, so here's the pretzel. And let me add into the build here. So some exciting news about Lego. What's some exciting news about Lego? The aquarium set came out, or at least is released yesterday. I was laughing about it yesterday because it was on back order already. I can't believe that. So those of you that have been tracking all the new Lego releases, it's on back order. $480 aquarium set. Now, if I had that money budgeted for Lego, I would not buy that set, but I don't know. It must have been popular. That's crazy. So we will see. How you doing, Brick Therapy, today? B Bandit's doing great. It's Friday, so it's always nice to start the weekend off with a build. Little Lego says you only have 18 more to go. Lots of laughs. Yeah, 18 more of these bags, or modular sets. That's probably what you mean, Little Lego. 18 more modulars. I don't know. And that's just the Lego ones. Like you were talking about yesterday, Lumi Bricks sponsoring you, and I think they also do modulars. So who knows where this will take me, right? Little Lego. This might lead to further modular building, and then you end up having enough of a modular Lego city brick build world that you could build your own house with. Yeah, modulars. Yep, that's what he means. Very cool. How you doing, B Bandits? Over there on vacation still on the road, so to speak, or are you building Lego as I talk here? Are you working on some edits? And I just realized this is cool. I'm gonna use up a lot of small pieces in this little section here, which will be great because I'm tired of trying to sift through all these sections for bag 2, and I'm still on bag 2. I want this build to like actually go up. So I'm getting impatient. So whoops. And then just realized there's some pieces that are dark blue and some that are black. And again, hard to see in the light. Man, I need like some serious, speaking of Lumi bricks, I need some serious illumination for this. The sponsor, the sponsorship was for Never Too Old for Lego. Oh, Little Lego, I thought you were. How did I misread that? I thought you were. Did not catch that. So, Never Too Old for Lego got the sponsorship. Well, I didn't know because he seems to do some different themes. I didn't realize he was into modulars. Although I don't know, maybe Lumi Bricks does a variety of things. But sorry, got you guys' names mixed up. Well, Lego's in the name, so you can't go wrong there. That's pretty cool. All right, so Lego news. I've noticed some more sales posting. Target was advertising some more of the sets they're putting on sale. Oh gosh, totally again misread the instructions. And I'm glad though, because I was like, I don't have all these pieces here. And was checking those out. And I don't know what, I'm kind of curious now, what exactly is there going to be more hype than anything for Lego sets in Black Friday? I have 2 major wish list wants for Lego sets. And if one of them has some kind of deal attached to it, that would be amazing. But I won't get my hopes up. So there's for sure the two sets I'm looking at is another modular, because as Little Lego points out, I want to keep on building these. But the Natural History Museum, and then the UCS set. I've never built up a UCS set before, so that would be cool to get the UCS Millennium Falcon. But as I was mentioning yesterday, I'm kind of waffling on that because of the price. And a new member joined yesterday in the chat and mentioned what do I think about, or asked what I think about architecture sets. And I don't know if you guys have built up a lot of architecture sets, but I revisited the Lego webpage and looked at the Neuschwanstein set, the Himeji Castle, the Trevi Fountain, and there was one other. There was the Pyramid. There's another more recent set than that though. But that Trevi Fountain got me interested. So I was thinking, gosh, for the price of a UCS Millennium Falcon, I'm thinking I could get the Natural History Museum and the Trevi Fountain and still not spend as much. So there is that. B Bandit says, doing good, on vacation, chilling in my Airbnb, watching Brick Therapy. Psh, let's go, B Bandits. Made some stop motions today, but it wasn't for YouTube, which isn't that ideal. I'd like to have a video for tomorrow. Yes, B Bandits. It's so fun to create. Notre Dame. Psh, that is the one, 3 girls. Thank you. I was picturing in my mind another new architecture set, and that was it. Notre Dame. Very good. You guys know it. The true Lego fans know. The true Lego community knows, of course. B Bandits eating goldfish. Forgot to mention. B Bandits is chilling big time. Yeah, editing is crazy, right? Editing video. And my son's done some stop motion, so I edited those, which was fun, but after a while, oops, it gets so time consuming. Launch that piece. It gets so time consuming, and then you get caught up in the minor millisecond parts of the video or whatever, and yeah, it gets I don't know. I don't want to say less fun, but it's definitely very involved, and so got to make sure I get the right pieces for this. I do find that challenging, B Bandits. But then when you get the project done, it's pretty sweet to know it's done, and then you can put publish on your channel, which is Very fun. Very fun. Little Lego says, I want the USS Enterprise 1710. Let me say that again. I want the USS Enterprise 1701D so badly. I hear you, little Lego. Hey, August. August says, what's your favorite modular? Thank you, August. Good question. I don't know yet. I've just started a second one, which is this Assembly Square. And I showed off the Jazz Club, which maybe you saw me build, August. And so I have on my wish list the Natural History Museum. So maybe it'll be that one. I've heard that's a really good build. I don't know. I'm sure they're all really good builds. This one is a good one. It's just, I am not functioning on all cylinders on this one. For whatever reason, I'm having to backtrack a lot. I use the wrong pieces. I can't find the right pieces. And I kind of likened it to as if you had already built a large scale set and then you took it all apart and then you tried to just rebuild it again, you know, with everything out of the bags, and it just feels disorganized. So that's how this feels. And this is not being built up the second time. It's just all the pieces. I think the Jazz Club had such a great, or maybe it's just newer Lego. Newer Lego just has a great system now of how they bag the pieces that you're kind of, I guess, spared the frustration of hunting for pieces, although that can be fun. Maybe it's because it's on the live stream, but I have just had I don't know, harder here again. I'm not putting, I like look at the instructions and I still put things off by a section or two or by a stud or two. So, but yeah, I think since the Natural History Museum is a newer modular, I think that might be a favorite. The Tudor, we got the Tudor Corner, at the newest one in January, and I haven't built that one up, obviously, but that one might be cool. I don't know. I just need to be wowed by something. Ninjago City, the first Ninjago modular build. I think that one, if I could just say modulars are my favorite, doesn't matter the actual theme, like the creator or the icons. The Ninjago build is by far my favorite Lego set. So if I have to, I could always just say, in terms of modular style, Ninjago City, man, I love the build and it looks great. And so maybe it's just that. All right. Again, doubting what I did before, making sure. Okay. I don't know. I guess this overlaps. So yeah, August, that's kind of where I am right now. Good question. Good question. Three Girls in Brick says, is the Notre Dame based off pre or post fire? It looks like it's pre Three Girls in Bricks. That's a good question. It looks like it's just the original design, the way you would have seen it before. What was that, 2017? Although I don't know if they made modifications to the cathedral or not. That's a good question. I would assume it's the original build, but yeah, maybe it's not. But yeah, hey, FNAF dude, psh, welcome. I sub. Thank you, sir. Welcome. Thank you for joining the channel. Good to see you here. August says, sick. I love your videos. Psh, thank you, August. Little Lego says, my favorite was the National History Museum, but the Tudor Corner wasn't bad either, unexpectedly. Yeah, that's the thing, right? When you choose a Lego set, like obviously the picture and everything, the way it looks on the outside definitely attracts you first, but then yeah, then the build experience captivates you also. And so the Jazz Club actually is kind of an example of that. I think it's a cool looking set. I didn't think like, oh, okay, it's amazing, but I wanted to get a modular at the time that had kind of a variety to it, which it does with the pizzeria and then kind of the red apartment or the Jazz Club like office and everything on one side. So it looked cool, but then the building of it was so fun. And yeah, there's a lot of variety and color in it. The minifigs are great. So I think it's kind of all the, you could put a criteria list or a list of criteria you'd like in a jazz club, and then or in a modular, you go, oh, these are all the things I want in a perfect modular. But then when you actually just build, it's a personal choice at that point. So yeah, good point, little Lego. It really just depends. It could be unexpected. I want to try to get that Natural History Museum this winter, I guess you could say. Three Girls says, looks like the Notre Dame is based off the pre-2019 fire, according to the website. Yeah, I was going to say, that would be my assumption, but that's a good question. I wonder what they've changed. I can't remember all that they had to do to rebuild that. FNAF Dude says, my favorite Lego set is Ninjago Legacy Monastery of Spinjitzu. Oh, that sounds cool. Yeah, the Lego Ninjago movie is pretty much where I got into that theme or that series. But yeah, there have been some really good other builds. Let me look that one up. Lego Ninjago Monastery of Spinjitzu. And you know they're coming out with that new Ninjago set in January. It's like a house, which it looks kind of simple, but again, there's something about Ninjago sets that just appeal in so many ways. So, yes, is this the one? 70670. Yes, that is an awesome set. I have that set. Oh, I should bring that out. FNAF, dude, we have that set. That is a great one. Built that one up got it right before it retired, so I got it on sale also. I got a pretty extensive Ninjago collection now that I think about it. So yeah, there were some great sets that came out before 2020 for Ninjago. The blacksmith set. Oh, maybe that's it. What's your favorite Lego movie? August asks. Favorite Lego movie? Probably the first one, the Lego Movie 1. I did see the Lego Batman movie and the Lego Ninjago one also. I don't remember those ones as well. I do from the Lego Movie 2, though. I love the sets that came with that one. So if it's related to sets, oh gosh, Apocalypseburg. I've mentioned that a couple times during these modular builds. Apocalypseburg is like a must-have set, which I never got. That's like one of those sets you're like, oh, I should have, I just didn't get it. And I mean, couldn't, when we're getting into Lego, can't just buy all these giant sets, and I'd already spent a lot of money on the Ninjago City set. So Apocalypseburg was, from all the Lego movies, I think, or no, what am I saying? The Lego Ninjago movie, Ninjago Modular is the best, or Ninjago City. But yeah, that Apocalypseburg one, oh my gosh. What a cool set. You know, the Statue of Liberty kind of side build as it kind of arches sideways and has that kind of post-war survival world look to it. And so, yeah, the sets were great for that movie. And then in terms of movies, yeah, the first Lego movie, I think, would be my choice. FNAF says, I also bought it for Christmas this year on Temu. I thought it would be fake, but they gave me the real one, so I can only open on Christmas. Really? Interesting. So that set, the blacksmith set. Go figure. By the way, the Lego Movie 3 has been canceled. Little Lego says, got news on Lego Movie. I didn't even know they're coming out with one, so. Oh well, gosh, that's sad. That would have been fun to have another Lego themed movie. You got to bring Emmett back, man. In your opinion, are the movies ads? Ask August. Are the movies ads? Well, I guess, yeah, pretty much anything could be a giant ad. Especially when it comes to movies, whether it's for the movie's theme itself or all the other products that you see placed in any movie. But when it comes to Lego, you already like Lego, so you're wanting there to be sets made and released for for any Lego movie, that's for sure. But yeah, little Lego. You mentioned you want the Star Trek set. That's cool. I was curious about that set. I had I'd watched a couple reviews on it because those Lego ambassadors, man, they get the early access and they have those sets and they build it and talk about it. And I don't think it would be necessarily a set I would want, but I think it might be the first set I would want to get because of investment. Because it sounds like that set, the Enterprise set, is going to be so popular. And it's going to sell well, and especially since it comes with a gift with purchase on its release. It's weekend of release, so like probably the first 3 or 4 days, it'll come with a gift with purchase, which people are speculating like it's not going to last long at all. The gift with purchase, that part will be gone within I guess the first 24 hours, which again is crazy, but I guess there's a lot of anticipation, or there has been a lot of anticipation for a Star Trek themed Lego set, which I was thinking maybe the anticipation for a Star Trek set would have been more for the original Star Trek, the older movie. But when I saw the reviews of it, the minifigures are pretty amazing. Like the detail involved in those is second to none. Like it looks like Lego went all out on those minifigures. Like I could see all those, especially if they're only going to do one set for Star Trek, then all those minifigures are exclusive, man. So anyway, I would say little Lego. I want that set, but I just want it as an investment. I don't think I necessarily want to build it. That would be a set. Whoops. That would be a set. Oh man, I hope I launched that sucker. That would be a set I'd want to hold on to for a few years and just see how the price goes on that thing, and then sell it for a profit a few years later, of course after it retires. But gosh, yeah, that's set I'm considering in a totally different way this time. So FNF says, not the blacksmith, the Ninjago Legacy Monastery Spinjitzu set. Okay, so yeah, you got that one. Very cool. Little Lego, be right back. Hello, Chen Panda. Welcome. Chen Panda says hello. Good to see you, Chen Panda. Very cool picture of a panda bear, like that. August says, did you see the Lego movie ripoff, aka the Playmobil movie? No, I did not. I didn't even know there was such a movie. There's been Playmobil TV shows. I forget what they're called. My kids watched them when we were younger. It was like not the Playmobil sets exactly. It was like a whole series made specifically to be a show, and then they made Playmobil figures from that. No, I did not see that. Is the storyline pretty much the same, like a Playmobil Emmett and everything? FNAF says, the Lego movie song is still stuck in my head. Well, then it's awesome, dude. It's awesome. August says, if you know what Playmobil is. I do know what Playmobil is. Yes, I liked those toys as a kid, but Lego can't be beat. There's so much more build and challenge and construction going on with Lego. Little Lego says, I'm also trying to become an ambassador by January, but I need to be 500 subs monetized. Watch hours, and I have to change my name. Little L Bricks. That's pretty cool. I like that name. Little Lego, Little L Bricks. You might have to do that soon. That way you don't lose your recognition from your current subs. So are you close to all that? Are you close to the 500 more subs? Or 500 subs monetized? Does that mean you're like, oh, just like the minimum 500 and then you need the watch hours? Very cool. I hope you get to that level. That would be cool. Patrick is back. Psh, welcome, Patrick. Good to see you. August says the Playmobil movie probably came out in 2019. The next Star Trek will be the Enterprise 1701. No A, no B, no C, no D. Aha, got you. Little Lego. Oh, you're so close, Little Lego. 464. I think the harder part is the monetization, to be honest, right? It's the watch hours. I'm still not there. I still need like 1 billion watch hours. I know. I think YouTube kind of, how else to say it? I think YouTube kind of tricks you, or it's not YouTube's fault. I just, you get when you start out your channel, at least this is what we experienced. When you start out your channel and you kind of get over that barrier of like, do I really want to put myself and a video of me talking about whatever topic out there in the YouTube universe? Because that could be quite a big step, not on the level of public speaking, but when you think about how many people can come across your video. So anyway, when my son and I started putting videos together, the very basic or whatever, and then we did one video about a couple years ago where we went to the Lego store and we just videoed he bought the Star Wars clone, what's it called? The dropship? I want to say the gunship. But anyway, got the Star Wars set, and then we, made a video of just going to Lego store, kind of like a vlog, documented, put that on YouTube, and I think for the first time ever, it got overnight. We put it on there. I'm like, oh, probably 10 people will watch this, and then overnight, slept on it, woke up the next day, looked at it just to see, and it had like about 400 views or something like that, 440 views, and we're like, oh my goodness. So we'd never experienced anything like that. And then over the course of time, we did a few more videos. Some went a little bit higher than that, and others just kind of dropped off. And then we broke like the 1,000 views barrier, and then a couple of videos went way up to like I think the most we had was about 7,000 views on one video, and we were thinking, oh my goodness, that is so good, like just keep doing these. And at this time I wasn't thinking of doing live streaming. I was trying to make videos, and it's time consuming to kind of think of ideas and put it out there. And so anyway, we got to the point where, hey, there we go. I'm just building and not even noticing how fun this pretzel signage is, this rooftop logo. All right, get to put a placement of something now on the bakery shop. The bakery windows pretzel ad. I'll make sure I put this in correctly, or place it correctly, I guess. But yeah, our views were like way up there. And then, for a couple weeks, wasn't able to release anything, just didn't have the energy or whatever. And it is a grind, like in a way, if you're trying to get that magic number of views and everything. And just have not been able to recapture that number of viewership. So I'm just kind of wondering in general, like, what do you do? Oh, actually, this is probably why I didn't go on, because I need to add a window treatment piece. Oh, great. This is going to be hard. But I'm wondering, like, to get in the algorithm again, what it takes to, and plus now, yeah, I guess you get YouTube kind of promotes your video for a little while there, promotes your channel, gets your name out there, and then it just kind of sees how people respond. So if you're not consistent, I should say, if you're not consistent, then you could fall behind quick, and then you lose that momentum you had of getting a lot of views. So I think that's what happened to us. So yeah, Little Lego, all that to say, I hope you can get the momentum to get to that threshold, because that would be amazing. Like, to get to the, what is it, 3,000, I think 3,000 watch hours to get the basic monetization, and then 4,000 watch hours to get the ad streams or stream whatever it's called, AdSense. That's it. So yeah, that would be, that bothers me. Why is it not straightening out here? Come on. It'll probably knock down a ton of things. There we go. So yeah, very cool little Lego. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to talk about the. That's not cool. It's kind of fun to talk about the creator aspect of doing a channel. So, August, good to see you, man. Hopefully I didn't miss you saying bye. Had to sign off. No worries, man. B Bandits, Night August. Thank you, B Bandits, for covering that. Little Lego says, there'll be a playlist or something in loop. I'm thinking of doing my Lego music videos, like a top 10 most liked. That'll be cool. B Bandit says, I'm happy. I have 851.4 of the hours. It's only 3,200 hours away. Lots of laughs. And I'm happy. I already have 500 subs. Not changing my name to B Bandits Bricks, though. No, sir, B Bandits. We know you as B Bandits. You can't change it now. Even if it, you profit from it. So we'll see. All of us are helping each other with the getting our channel out there and just sharing. That's the cool part about the YouTube model of everything, is that we don't have to compete against each other for a subscription. We can all subscribe to each other and we can have the same subscribers, and it's not like it takes away from our channel at all for someone else to be successful. That's what's cool. You see YouTubers who are genuine, they'll just say, because other people ask, what should I do? Should I start a YouTube channel? And if it was someone who was being selfish and saying, no, you shouldn't, it's saturated, you can't do it, don't compete against me, most YouTubers are like, go for it, what have you got to lose? It's a creative way. If you got something important to share, you've got a cool niche, and if you're considering it, go for it. I think the healthy perspective, though, is that, and I know you guys know this, is just to have fun with it and don't expect anything more than a fun, creative outlet where, you can talk about things that you're interested in, passionate about, and want to, create content for. So you put all that together, then you got a winning combination, and then I think viewers will appreciate that. So yeah, fun topic. B Bandit says, I got done editing and now I'm trying to learn how to juggle on my own. B Bandits, I wish I could see you, dude. You are a busy guy, man. That's so fun. Little Lego says, Lego, the word, just has a hard time of having Lego in your channel name is all. Yeah, I'm trying to think all the maybe because that is their trademark name, so that makes sense. But I'm trying to think, is there any Lego ambassador? Ooh, that looks great, especially when it snaps in and it's all solid. To show that off, here we go. So the bakery window is in place, and again, this creator set, I don't know if it's because there's a wider base, like the Jazz Club, it stops right here, but this is all extra, so this is going to be crazy if I try to lift this up later when I add up that third structure. But yeah, I am just dropping stuff, and I don't know, it's just extra space, and so I just can't handle it, I guess, in the camera shot here. So yeah, it's just fun to talk about all these topics. And I don't know, Little Lego, what do you think? If you do get that Star Wars, that Star Trek set, are you gonna keep that for yourself, or are you gonna treat that as an investment? Like I said, that is one Lego set that I just think, at least from my perspective, it's one Lego set that I am only interested in as an investment. I don't want to keep it. I don't want to build it. The only thing I guess that would be hard to not open it, or to not give it a temptation of opening it are the minifigs. Those things look so cool. But you know what? It's all hypothetical right now because I don't have this set. And I don't know if I'll be able to compete with all these crazy Lego collector people or probably worse, the what do you call them? Not, oh my gosh, the guys who buy all the sets and just sell everything. They mark up the price big time just to do that, just to buy like as many as max as they can just to sell or resell. And apparently there's enough Lego fans out there who get suckered into buying it. All right, now this is not good. I'm missing, I don't know how this happened. Again, bag 2 will not let me finish. Keep on, maybe I dropped it. I keep on losing my place here, or not having the right piece at hand, or it gets dropped, or I don't know what. This is, again, every live stream for this build has not been nice and smooth as the Jazz Club. The Jazz Club, it woos you into these Lego modulars, and then you get to the next one, you're like, this is not smooth at all. I'm having a hard time. I can't find a plate, and it's a bigger piece, and the only thing I can think of is I used the wrong piece in another section. So let me backtrack and see which. Oh, I did. I wonder if I can. Oh, are you kidding me? Lego. It was 2 of the squares, and I used it for this. Oh, I was supposed to use these 2 to build up. I'm like, oh, this went on so nice. It's so cool. This. All right, I need this plate, so I need to take this out. I guess it's not so bad. If I can just swap the bottom section now that the rest is all built up, maybe it'll be okay. Lego mistakes live on camera. What can I say? So I don't know if this is going to be easy or not, because it does have some other sections connected to it. We'll see. Use the trusty brick separator and see what happens. I'm hoping I don't have to redo my theme song, little Lego says. I am going to build it. It'll be flying over my Lego city. So little Lego says, I'm keeping the Star Trek set, man. It's all for me, which is, of course, what it's meant to be. But in this day of scalpers, that's the word I'm trying to think of. These scalpers who just buy up everything and then, sell for highly marked up prices. But I don't know who these scalpers are that Lego fans can't just get or buy the sets on their own, unless it's people who can't or just can't get access to Lego sets because they're not in the US or something. I don't know, but it's interesting. So yeah, anyway, I hope we can beat out the scalpers, little Lego, to get these sets, because I think that would, either way, an investment would be cool. Or, just have it for my son and he can decide what to do. B Bandit says, I'm considering the Black Pearl. It's very cool, but the lack of minifigs make it not worth it. I'll stick to the Avengers Tower though. Ooh, B Bandits, both sets. I pictured both of those when I was reading what you said there, and I want them both. This has been a while, but I like the Black Pearl. I would love to put it next to the Bar-Door set here. I think that would be so fun to have that. I would love to build that. So you think that set doesn't have enough minifigures? That's interesting. I've never built any of the older Pirates of the Caribbean sets, so I don't really have an impression as to the fact that it's lacking in minifigures. So, but yeah, the Avengers Tower, oh yeah, that's a for sure. I would love to have that set as well. Little Lego says, all right, gotta go and sign off. Very cool. Huge Star Trek fan he is, Little Lego. Amy, it's my birthday. Got a Harry Potter set with 2,660 pieces. Happy birthday, Amy. Awesome. Which set is that? 2,660 pieces. Is that one of the Hogwarts Castle sets? All right, I'm back on track because bag 2 of the Assembly Square keeps throwing me off. Thank you for the likes, guys. Let's see if we can get to maybe 10 likes. There's a few of you watching. Maybe you haven't seen the pinned comment that Jake Stop Motion left for us, but if you see our break therapy guy there, please leave a like before you sign off, or if you've been watching for a little bit, please join in and like the live stream. Thank you for joining me here on part or all of your Friday night. 31 minifigs. Yes, 31 minifigs for the Avengers Tower. That is true. The Black Pearl has 9. That is also true. I don't think they're the same price though, are they? Bee Bandits? Aren't they? One's a lot more. Like the Avengers Tower, isn't that like $450? I want to look that up. So I guess you could do a price comparison and kind of the part ratio and the minifig ratio. But the Avengers Tower, man, it just looks so sweet. We got a smaller version of the play scale version of that a few years ago, which I thought was cool. But I think this set, the Avengers Tower, is better than the Daily Bugle. Unless you're a Spider-Man fan, then I could see you voting the other way. And let's see, what is it called? Captain Jack Sparrow's pirate ship. It's just crazy. Captain Jack. What is it? Captain Jack Sparrow's pirate ship. They don't want to just call it the Black Pearl for whatever reason. Okay, so it's about $100 difference. So $380 gets you 8 minifigures. $480 gets you, or what was it? I already forgot the price. Oh no, $500. Did it go up in price? Anyway, $500 gets you 31 minifigures. $380 gets you 9. But it is, well, they both are Disney, so I don't know. That's true, Bee Bandits. There's some interesting comparisons you could make there. So go figure, huh? But yeah, I love that set. There's a lot of sets on the wish list. Bee Bandits, is that one of the sets you put on your wish list for if you could win your wish list with Lego? Amy says it's the Hogwarts set. Okay, that's what I was thinking, the Hogwarts set. Very cool, Amy. That'll be a fun build. Anything over 1,000 pieces is going to be just a huge experience of challenges and cool parts of the build. So you'll have to let us know how that goes. We have the older Hogwarts Castle, and that came with a few minifigures, and it was like on the, what would you call it? The kind of the midi scale size of things, but very cool looking build. If they made that one on the UCS side of things, like more minifigure scale, that would be a gigantic Lego set. So, and will look very cool. The Hogwarts or the Harry Potter sets definitely have a cool, kind of appealing look. Kind of on par with like Lego Castle, a lot of them, in my opinion. Tavaya's back. Tavaya says, I just built some Lego. Awesome, Tavaya. It's always been $500. Okay, I was kind of thinking the Avengers Tower and Barad-dûr were the same price range. But it's the Avengers Tower and Rivendell that are the same price range. Yeah, Rivendell and Avengers Tower. Aha! Good sets on your wish list, Bee Bandits. And then the question of space comes in. That Avengers Tower is pretty tall. I've seen it, of all things, I've seen it built up at a Bricks and Minifigs. I have not seen it ever built up at a Lego store, I don't think. And that one's pretty popular. Even Lego YouTubers who are more into Star Wars think that set's pretty sweet. So, you know that's a good set overall. Nothing has ever struck me, though. It's funny, I think about it. Nothing has ever struck me as the most amazing Lego set as the Ninjago city. And I think maybe part of that is because of the nostalgia of getting that set with my kids when they're a lot smaller, and they were so excited to have that built up and everything. Oh my gosh, I can't see these pieces very well. I'm gonna have to go to the PDF instructions. These dark blue pieces, man, cannot tell which ones to look for. Okay, that helps. That helps a ton. Okay, the PDF version, I can actually see the lines separating what goes where. Man, I need a flashlight. I keep saying that. Oh no, did I did. I messed up again. Wait, no, I didn't. What is going on? Hold on. I gotta look this up. All right, so I did that. And why or how? Oh, never mind. I'm just not looking at all the steps of adding following the highlighted line. Okay, just thinking out loud there. But yeah, the Avengers Tower, that came close to the appeal of Ninjago City. Yeah, they're going to be really big. Those sets, yeah, the Avengers Tower is basically like what? That would be like a UCS Marvel set, I would say. Since they've been doing some of the Milano again, the ships, but in like the larger scale form, I guess those would be kind of equivalent of a UCS Marvel build. So I think that's the reasoning behind those. And man, yeah, B Bandits. If you won those, I think I put on my wish list. Of course, it's just a wish list, so it'll never happen. But well, it won't happen from winning. I'd have to get it myself. But I put the Titanic. That is a set. Again, kind of the unique situations here. So the Star Trek set I'd like to get as an investment set, and then the Titanic set to just get as a build. Like I usually when sets get in that price range, I want minifigures to come with it. But that one does not come with minifigures. But it's still, I just love the look of that set. So I think the Titanic would be an amazing build. I've seen enough a lot of Lego fans just show off their Titanic build, which also gives me the insight. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there that are buying up these big sets. So no surprise, I guess, that aquarium set is on back order, which that set would never appeal to me to want to spend that much, because that is where you got the money. If you can buy that one, buy the Avengers Tower. What are you people thinking? Don't get the aquarium. But you know what? I guess more Avengers towers available for us. Have you looked up either one of those B Bandits? Maybe those might be a good deal in the used market area, like the Facebook Marketplace or something like that. So anyway, yeah, just thinking about sets like that. Would it get a better deal on the used marketplace? 11 likes, let's go. Thank you guys. It's honestly crazy just how tall and wide Rivendell and the Avengers Tower. Yeah, I know. One horizontal, the other one vertical. You can see behind me. That's just like half in the screen there. That's half of Rivendell. There's more back here. So it's a pretty cool set. In fact, that's a set I would like to actually take apart and rebuild, because my son did all of that. So I think after spending the money on it, I definitely want to get that. B Bandit says, getting the Daily Bugle for Christmas. Avengers Tower is the next display thing I need. Ooh, needs versus wants. Resident Marvel fan. Psh, let's go. B Bandits, when I was getting back into Lego with my kids, that's when all the MCU movies were hitting the theaters. And like right when Infinity Wars came out, or actually before that, whatever came out before Infinity Wars, maybe Black Panther. But anyway, once those movies were hitting the theaters, and then the Lego sets were following, I'm like, these are must-have sets. Now that I'm back into Lego, these are must-have sets. So let me place this here and see what I got for build. I am still in bag 2, but there's so many small sections to put on here. I just can't, I don't know. I don't feel satisfied with, or I just don't feel like I'm making any progress. Although it looks cool. I mean, it's just taking a while. But there we go. We got the bakery. It looks very fancy. So I will say that the amount of little pieces that go into this and the intricate brickwork that goes into all that. This is a set you do not want to take apart and rebuild. I don't think anytime soon. But there's a lot going on there. B Bandit says, I was thinking of getting secondhand, but I want the experience of getting it myself on the Lego website and get some GWPs. I never had a GWP. Oh yeah, B Bandits. If you got the money saved up, and if you can, you know, max out and get, like, when they have double insider points and maybe a couple GWPs to go with it, you will be so, yeah, it'll be like it'll be like you won, you know, you took advantage of Lego actually, because you're getting some free Lego plus points, which is, you know, could add up to $20, $25 in discount. Yeah, too many tiles to take apart. Yeah, that is one thing. Whether it was Ninjago City, which I did rebuild, I never bothered to take this section, the floor section off. Leave that. You don't want to. That's like prying it off like one by one on the base plate. That's a little too crazy. All right, guys, I think that's gonna be good for a Friday live stream. I know talked about a lot of good topics. Thank you so much, B Bandits, for being here, being the mod, and meeting some new folks on the channel, and then hearing back from Tavaya. And just thank you, Amy, for joining. Little Lego, of course, always in on a live stream on a regular basis. August was here for a bit. Thank you, August. FNAF, awesome to have you here. Chen Panda came in to say hello. Thanks for joining in the live stream. And Three Girls was also here. And at the start, we had met Danzo the Mando, Star Wars Motion, Jake Stop Motion, of course, Kelly. Just a lot of names here. Sign in to say hello. Really appreciate that. And good to see all you guys. We got Gaming and Building. What a fun name that is. Thanks for joining the live stream. And very cool. Good to see all you guys on the live stream. Have a great weekend. We'll live stream soon. Hopefully tomorrow I'll come back at you.